hospital lift, not even a common lift to be like, oh, I'm at home. So that's why I almost had a baby in a hospital lift, because I was ignored. Hi wonderful people, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Vanessa. We share content on the Christian faith, health, money and lifestyle. So today we're doing part 2 to my labor and pregnancy story in regards to my second child. So both pregnancies, if you haven't watched part 1, do check it out. Both pregnancies were horrible. I'm not gonna lie, being pregnant was horrible for me. I fainted all the time. 8 weeks I was in hospital, 12 weeks I was in hospital, 14 weeks I was in hospital. I was on the drip about 6 to 7 times in both pregnancies. So being pregnant it's just not for me. But labor, the whole overall process was not too bad. So like I mentioned in my previous video, I will usually go to my appointment at like my 36 or 37 week appointment. They'll tell me come in 2 days, you're going to be induced. The same thing happened to me with my second child. I go to the hospital, have my appointment, they say same things happen, the baby's not growing anymore, we have to induce you, come back in 2 days. I'm like, cool. So now this is a different hospital now in London. So now me and my husband, we get ourselves sorted, get childcare for my older child. We go to the hospital, fine. So now I'm not in the labor ward, I'm in like a waiting ward for people who are waiting to go to the labor ward. It was just a random ward they put me in. So I'm there waiting. First day goes by. I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? They tell me, oh, because I'm high risk, midwives cannot administrate the induction process. So I was like, okay, it's just you literally putting something up my, put it there. They were like, no, because of the records, we have to wait for a doctor to come in and do it. So day 1, I'm there, I'm waiting. They tell me, okay, the doctors are going to do their rounds. So when they get to you, they'll do it. Fine. Day 1, I'm there waiting for this doctor to come. I'm literally in a cubicle with blue curtains to the side and front. That's all my privacy I have. And there are 4 other women in the same little ward I'm in. But then these women are all being moved around. Like, women are going, women are coming, women are going, women are coming. But I'm still here. Day 1, no doctor comes. I asked the midwives, where's this doctor? They were like, oh no, we don't know, we're short of staff or whatever. Day 2, imagine I'm just walking around a hospital, no induction, no food. Obviously my husband got us some stuff. I'm gluten, dairy, egg free. So imagine trying to feed me in a hospital. I'm like, what's the point of me being here? Because if you're saying I'm high risk to be at home, but I'm not high risk enough to be in a labor ward, but I'm not, I'm low risk to stay in this random ward. So anyway, day 2 comes, no doctor. Now I'm just not having it. I'm like, okay guys, you're just taking a mick now, because what do you expect me to do? I've sorted out childcare for my child. I need to go and collect my child. I can't just keep staying here with nothing happening. I'm literally just walking around waiting for something to happen. So we're now like, I think day 3. Day 3, I kick up a fuss. I'm like, sorry, you need to go and find this special doctor and bring him here now, because I have been here 3 days, nothing's happened. I'm waiting around, people are coming and going, having their babies and leaving, and then I get told, oh, but if a woman comes in and she's already in labor, she'll automatically go into labor ward, so there's no space for me. I'm like, so why did you tell me to come here? Why am I here if there's not going to be space for me? So I kick up a fuss. Then a doctor agrees for a midwife to administrate the induction. They administrate the induction, and as usual, my body takes to it really nicely. Quickly, I can start feeling niggles here and there. I go for a walk. I walk. I do lunges. Name it. I was determined. I walked up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then all of a sudden, a couple of hours into it, all of a sudden the pain, induction labor, the pain was so high. But it's not the fact that it was so high that I couldn't deal with it. It's just that I didn't have a break. Like, I will have a contraction and I might have like maybe 2 to 3 seconds break, and then I'll have another contraction. So I was just getting exhausted that I had to this is gonna sound even disgusting to some of you, but I had to go and sit in the toilets, the bathroom, and just touch the tiles because it was cold, and I'm there like and you know, I bark when I'm in pain. I do my little barks. So I'm there touching the tiles. My husband's at the door. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just trying to don't know what to do with this pain because I don't know if I'm even in labor. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. I was listening to this like audio that was telling me to relax and everything, which was really helpful because it really eased the pressure in my mind in that sense. I tell the midwife, this is getting quite intense. She's like, okay, let's check you on the monitor. She checks me, but they put the thing at the top of my belly, but my contractions are really low, so it's not picking up as much. She's just like, oh, okay, cool. But I understand that so many women exaggerate, like they're probably 1 centimeter, but they're screaming the place down. So they have to gauge who's genuine and who's not, and I can imagine how annoying it can get. But anyway, I tell her I'm in pain. She's like, fine, okay, we'll give you some paracetamol. She gives me paracetamol. A few more hours go by now, and I'm like, okay, now this is way beyond me. This pain is just too much, and I feel like I panicked based on my previous labor, because when I told her to check me, she didn't. And I was thinking, I don't want to get to the position where I feel the extreme urge to push and I can't push because I'm not supposed to push. I just started to panic. But prior to that, I was just like, I went back to the midwife. I'm like, can you check me please? Because this prepare, or take it out. Even if you don't want to check me, just take it out so my body can have a break, because it's too intense and it's too, I just couldn't get a break. The midwife said no. I was just like, nah, something is not right. Something is not right. Something is not right. Please check me. Please check me. Finally, somebody checks me. They tell me, oh, you're 4 centimeters. I'm like, okay, so I'm in active labor. Should I not be going to the labor ward now? They're like, we'll see if we can find you a bed. Another few, they do take out the ProPes, but now, within 20 minutes, guys, 20 minutes, I went from, okay, this is too intense, to, I need to push. I said to I don't know if I get my husband or I do it myself. I'm like, please, you need to check me again because something's not right now. She's like, no, it's only been 20 minutes since I took the thing out. You need to let your body progress. This is when I really started to panic. And guys, if you're in labor, when you panic, the pain intensifies. So now, guys, imagine now, I've been there 4 days. I'm now in active labor, still being ignored, and I don't have a labor bed ward. I don't have a labor, I'm not high risk enough to be in the labor ward. So I'm now in some random ward in labor. I'm now just there like, oh gosh, something's not right, something's not right, something's not right, something's not right. Because this is just too intense, and the urge to push was starting to just come on. All of a sudden, a student midwife starts walking past, and you know students are more eager and more caring. I call her, I'm like, excuse me, I know I've gone to the midwife a couple of times and I asked her to check me, but she didn't. Can you please check me? Because something's not right. She was like, fine, I'll check you. She checks me. Why am I 9 centimeters? I'm 9 centimeters that she presses the alarm and they start wheeling me. They start wheeling me that I almost had my baby in a lift because I was ignored. A hospital lift, not even a common lift to be like, oh, I'm at home. So that's why I almost had a baby in a hospital lift because I was ignored. And it's just like, they wheel me now. All of a sudden, a labor ward room becomes available because I'm in active labor about to have the baby. And it's just like, really? Like, why does it have to get to this stage? But anyway, they get me to the labor ward now. The woman, she's like, if you feel the urge to push. I was just like, really? Is this what it's supposed to be like? When you feel the urge to push, you can just push? She's like, yeah, what else are you supposed to do when you feel the urge to push? Your body's telling you the baby's coming out. I'm like, oh, only if you knew what happened to me 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, the best bit this time was the pushing. And the funny thing was, my waters never broke. My baby actually came out in the whole sack thing and everything. I pushed with every might in my being. Every ounce of my body, I pushed this baby out. She comes out now, they pop the thing and they get her out, blah, blah, blah. And then they have to do like, I'll put this to that specific midwife negligence, but she did like their little injection of vitamin K or something like that, left the needle in my baby's little cot, like left all the mess and everything in the cot. And I was just like, why, what is this? Left everything in there. And to make matters worse, guys, which is down to the hospital, obviously after you give birth, there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of gunk, there's a lot of why is there no shower? There's no shower. The midwife's like, oh, you're gonna have to use the hose. I was just like, rah, like after giving birth, I'm actually being hosed down like some animal. Like I'm literally, like, she held it like that on me. And I was just like, nah, man, this is a mess. This is a mess. I thank God my baby was fine. I was fine. But it could have gone left because they didn't want to check me or listen to me. And when you hear the statistics, like, black women are 5 times more likely to die in childbirth than any other race, those are the times where we need to speak up and always have an advocate for you. Have somebody there who will speak up for you and be like, throw the tantrum if you have to. Throw the drama. Be the loud, black, angry woman if you have to. As long as it keeps you safe and you're not ignored. So I just wanted to share my story. And if you have your story, please do share in the comments below. Let's discuss this and how we can improve our quote-unquote NHS in the UK. And worldwide, because in America it's as bad, or if not worse. And just being a black woman and having children, the need and the care that's required is important. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and put your notification button on. Bye.